Hey everyone, MJ here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you are a subscriber. And if you are brand new, hello and welcome. My name is MJ, and this is my channel called Reading This Life. And in this video, we are going to go through the book collection book tag. This is an original tag from the channel Why the Book Wins. Her channel is pretty awesome, and I will link her channel information down below. Prompt number 1, what book am I most proud of owning? It's this one. This is Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. This is a library copy that I was able to score at a flea market. Now, this is printed in England. It was made available to the Waterville, Maine Public Library. This is published in 1939. And printed in England and illustrated by Arthur Rackham. I paid $10 for it. Now, the story behind this book is that I was browsing the antiques and I see a few books stacked up, and I said, okay, I'm going right over there. Well, there's two ladies looking at this particular book. And I'm not super close to them, but I'm close enough to hear their conversation. The one lady picks it up and she starts flipping through it, and immediately I see a picture that I recognize as Alice in Wonderland. My heart skips a beat because I love collecting books about Alice in Wonderland. And I hear her say to her friend, I'm going to buy it and rip it up for craft projects. I was like, please put the book down, please put the book down, please put the book down, please put the book down. And I'm just like, I'm saying a prayer and I'm like, please put the book down. Do not let this woman have it. She's gonna destroy it. So she kind of molded over, had it in her hand, walked around. She came back and she put it down. As soon as she put this book down, I said, it's mine. I went over and I paid for it and I ran away with it. I saved this book from whatever kind of tortures it was gonna see. So this book is fantastic. Now, it's a library book, so there's a lot of writing, there's stamps in it, there's scribbles, but the print is just amazing, as well as the art. I mean, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to add some video here so you can see what I'm talking about. But I mean, just look at that. Can you see it? It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And there's illustrations throughout the book. Let's see if I can find one. Here's the caterpillar. There's another one. Can you see that? Just absolutely gorgeous. There's another one I want to show. There's Alice when she grew tall. But you can see there's stains, there's all kinds of stuff in it, but look at how cool the print is. It's just gorgeous. So this is one of my favorites. I cherish it. You know, it's not in the best condition. I paid $10 for it, and I saved it from some kind of impending doom or torture. Next prompt is, what is a book that slipped through my fingers, or what is a book that is too expensive to buy? For me, the book that I'm looking for is a first edition of Dune. There are quite a few out there in various conditions and various stages. There is one or two that I'm looking at on eBay. There's one that I saw a few months ago, and it is a first edition with a blue hardback. That sucker was going for like $5,000. Yeah, way out of my price range. But the one edition I'm looking at right now, I think the sale starts at 99 cents. There's no dust jacket to it, but I don't care. So yeah, that's the one I'm looking at. So it hasn't slipped through my grips yet, but I don't know, it probably will. Next prompt, what is the most expensive book that I own? I don't think I have books that are really expensive. I think this is probably the most that I've ever paid for a book, and that is Neil Gaiman's Norse Mythology. Purchased it from the Strand online, and I think it was probably $40 or $45, and the reason why is because it's signed. Yeah, I love Neil Gaiman, and better part, you get a bonus. The dust jacket has some of his ink in there. get a little extra. So I think this was probably $40 or $45, and that's because it's a signed copy. Next prompt, do I budget for book buying? I wouldn't say that I budget. What I do is I put a couple bucks away every month for, any new releases, any trips. Spring coming around, there's going to be a lot of yard sales, estate sales. So my fun money that I put away really is dedicated to books. I put like 20 bucks here and there. It adds up. And then if there's something that maybe a little more, I won't feel bad about spending the money. Next prompt, what book did I get a screamin' deal on? That would be this one. And this is Practical Magic by Alice Hoffman, first edition. I volunteer at a library bookstore that's open to the public, and I saw this and I paid 33 cents. The sticker's on there if you can see it. 3 for $1. 3 for $1. 33 cents. Best deal ever. Next prompt. What author do you own the most books of? Neil Gaiman. I have 12 individual books. I have double copies of 2 of his publishings. So yeah, Neil Gaiman, he takes up half a shelf. Next prompt. What book do I own the most editions of? That would be Neil Gaiman's Neverwhere. I have 4 copies of it. First, this one, which is a first edition. Look how young he looks. I picked up at an estate sale in the fall, and I saw it, I grabbed it. I knew I had multiple copies of it, but I knew this was a first edition. So, it has the map on the inside. And this was published in 1997. That's copy number 1. Copy number 2, my best friend got me, and this is the author's preferred text of Neil Gaiman's Neverwhere with deckled edges. Same map. And this one was released in 2015, I think 2015. And this is the author's preferred text. The next 2 are the Chris Riddle illustrated editions. If you don't know who Chris Riddle is, he is an amazing artist. Highly recommend following him on social. So throughout the book, there are doodles and illustrations, scribbles you could see, little outlines, little flourishes. And this copy, I'm gonna put my glasses on for a second. This copy is a signed edition. I don't know if you could see that. Yep. And there's a funny story behind this because I bought 1 copy for myself and I bought another copy for my best friend, and she decided to buy it on her own, so I have 2 copies. So here's the other copy with the signature. You can see. So when I hit that magic number in the future for subscribers, I don't know if it's going to be 500 or 1,000. This is going to be my giveaway. and I'm making a promise, and that is on video. And this has been on my shelf for a number of years, both of them. This came out in 2016? I'm not sure when this came out. Might have been 2016. Might have been. I'm not sure. But yeah, so this is going to be a future giveaway to one of you. But I'm only at 100 and some subscribers, so it's going to be a while. And the last prompt is, what is the most beautiful book that you own? So I thought about this, and I mean, I have my Barnes & Noble collector's editions, which are all distinctively in their own right beautiful, but I wanted to get something different. And this literally is the one that I thought of, and it is a cookbook, and it is A Treasury of Great Recipes by Mary and Vincent Price. That's right. The Vincent Price and his wife were foodies. And what they would do is they would go to their favorite restaurants and ask for the recipes. So this is a collection of their favorite recipes. So the book is illustrated, there are photos, and their recipes are from their favorite restaurants at different areas around the world. So we have France, Italy, Holland, Scandinavia, England, Spain, Mexico, and the United States. So for the United States, they have the Four Seasons, they have Sardi's, the Pierre Grill, where they like to have Thanksgiving. Oh boy, there's a lot in the United States. The Racket Club. These are all places that were very hip back in the day. In England, the Ivy, the Woburn Abbey for high tea, tea at Price's Pool, the food halls at Harrods, and the farmer's market, which it's just fascinating. I don't quite remember who told me about this, but when I saw it, I said, here's Vincent, tasting the soup. I said, being such a huge Vincent Price fan, always been a Vincent Price fan, and this again goes back to PBS and me watching movies when I was a kid. I would watch all of those old school horror movies, and I loved them. I love them. And I just became like a lifelong fan. And it was my neighbor. My neighbor told me that he was a foodie and that he had a cookbook, and I'm like, what? And she got me this for Christmas a couple years ago, and she gave it to me. I was just blown away that A, that she would remember it, and B, that she found it. But look at that. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous book. Binding on it, there's a little marker here to mark your page. I mean, it's just stunning. So yeah, this is the most beautiful book that I own. Vincent Price's cookbook. Okay everyone, so that's it from me. This was an awesome tag to do, the book collection book tag. If you feel like doing this tag, please consider it. Consider yourself tagged. Oop, I just tagged you. So remember, as always, to like this video, subscribe for future content, and also subscribe because in the future, one of these times, whether it's a month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 4 years from now, someone will be receiving a signed copy of Neil Gaiman's Neverwhere, the illustrated Chris Riddle edition. So until next time, guys, goodbye for now.